One of my favorite movies is The Green Mile, based on the classic serial by Stephen King. So I draw on the main character, John Coffey, as inspiration for this next breath I'm about to teach. If you've ever seen the film, you know that anytime this mythical healer of a being heals someone, to release what he has taken, he picks his head up and breathes out. So in the film, it's like a series of bugs or pestilence to show that he's releasing what he has taken. Although for this exercise, you can visualize the outflow of your breath in whatever color you may wish or whatever textures you may wish. So this breath is similar to another breath that I covered in this series, Ujjayi breath, a classic yogic technique where you're really deliberately breathing in with your nose, out with your nose, intending to make a sound with the breath. Now, some yoga teachers will teach just the throat constriction part as a drill. And when I first learned that as a yoga student, it reminded me of John Coffey. And so I started doing just that part of the breath, but then taking that visual element to it. So picking my head up slightly, and visualizing a release to my higher power perhaps, or if it works better for you in your spiritual belief system, to send it down to the ground, down to the earth. Perhaps you bend over slightly and do that. So I'll lead us through 3 rounds of the breath, and maybe notice what naturally comes into focus for you as a visual. What color for you symbolizes anything you may be holding on to in your body that you want to release? Is there a texture? Maybe it does feel like smog or smoke coming out of your body. Maybe it is like the bugs in the movie The Green Mile, or maybe it is some other texture. So, like John Coffey in the movie, if you want to pick up your head slightly, do that. Inhale with your nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. And one more time, inhaling, and exhale, let it go. And notice what you notice. So you may have noticed when I was doing that, it was very natural for me to add some movement into it. That's optional. Yet I encourage you to follow that prompting if that's where it feels like the release of your breath is taking you. So let's try 3 more sets together, noticing what happens. Maybe if that didn't quite work for you, you try the variation of sending it down to the earth. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. What colors did you see? What textures did you see? Might you be willing to continue to engage this breath in your life, especially as a transition exercise, when you're moving maybe from one task at work to the next, when you're moving from one area of your life to another, and there's something you want to deliberately release from one role before moving into another. Like maybe when you come home after your workday and you want to really leave work behind you and move into your next role that you'll be in at home. Consider how doing such a breath, and not just the breath, but how the sound and the visual element may really help you with that beauty of transition, of letting go, of moving seamlessly. Thank you for joining me.